Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Firstly, I will introduce myself. My name is Lilik Wahyuni by ID number 2101060036. Okay, here I will do the final exam of academic speaking. Today, I want to explain about how effective and efficient teaching methods. The method can be interpreted simply as a way or technique of delivering subject matter to students. Of course, there are various ways that teachers can teach in the classroom. However, the ways of conveying the lesson are chosen by the teacher after careful consideration. Until now, there are quite a lot of types of teaching methods in education, starting from a simple method to a complex method to implement. The methods most often used by teachers include lectures, questions and answers, exercise, discussions, and sociodrama. So there are also quite complicated methods including experiments, projects, problem solving, demonstrations, assignments, and recitations, and so on. All the methods mentioned above are good to apply in learning. The problem is the effectiveness and efficiency of the chosen method. Teachers need to choose methods that are applicable, effective, and efficient in learning. One of the considerations in choosing a teaching method is to meet the criteria of effectiveness and efficiency. So the question is, what is the teacher of an effective and efficient learning method? Based on empirical experience, teaching methods are said to be effective and efficient if they are in accordance with the first is student character. Students at the elementary school, junior high school, and senior high school levels have different characters. These differences include background, thinking ability, observation, interest, and willingness to learn, and so on. The second is class dynamics. A class has its own dynamics. Classes with many students are more likely to use the lecture method, giving assignments and asking questions. However, the success of using this method depends on the teacher's ability to manage the class and lecturing skills. The third is curriculum structure. The learning method will be effective if it is adjusted to the curriculum structure and plans that have been prepared by the teacher in teaching tools. In this case, the learning objectives to be achieved, the subject matter, and the time allocation available in one meeting. So the fourth is the ability of teachers. The method chosen may be very good in theory, but may not necessarily be applied properly by the teacher. Therefore, the choice of method should take into account whether the teacher has mastered the method or not. So here there are also various kinds of learning methods that can be applied in the classroom. Namely, the first is lecture method. Lecture is a teaching method in which the teacher tells or conveys material orally. In this method, students tend to be passive because they only listen to the teacher's explanation. Some experts also call this method the conventional method. So the second is question and answer method. From its name, of course, this method uses the form of questions from the teacher which are then answered by students. But it could also be the other way around where students ask questions and the teacher answers them to explain the material. So the third is discussion method. Through the discussion method, students must be able to solve or find a solution to a problem. Generally, the discussion method is carried out by dividing students into several groups, and then the teacher will be provide a topic related to the material that students must discuss in group. So the fourth is recitation method. The recitation learning method is a teaching method that requires students to make a resume or a summary of the material that has been delivered by the teacher. So the fifth is demonstration method. Through the demonstration teaching method, the teacher must give examples directly related to the material presented or can also show how the process of something happening, as in the matter of changing the form of a substance. The teacher can show directly how ice cups can melt, maybe some things like that. So the last is experimental method. This teaching method allows students to draw conclusions from a problem. Through the experiments carried out, students will carry out a series of scientific process and trials until they get a result or conclusion that is analyzed together. So the conclusion here is effective and efficient teaching methods are methods that can be applied in practice. In addition, the teaching process runs smoothly and is enjoyable. Student learning outcomes can be achieved optimally and satisfactorily. Okay, maybe that's enough of my presentation. I hope it's useful and thank you for your attention and see you in the next video, guys. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.